Welcome to the Weekday Report for Wednesday, January 15th. I'm Joe Potente. Here's a brief look at the news. A woman murdered last month had a pulse and was still breathing shortly after the shot was fired, according to testimony presented in court Tuesday morning. Chester, Mass. Is charged with first-degree intentional homicide for the December 4th shooting death of Heather Adamski. Mass's brother told police that when he was roused out of sleep to help move Adamski's body, she still had a pulse and was taking breaths. Mass refused to come out of the home after police arrived, leading to a day-long standoff in the 2000 block of 57th Street that ended when law enforcement blew off the door of the house. The state is asking the federal judge who overturned Mark Jensen's murder conviction last month to take another look at things. In a motion filed Tuesday, the Department of Justice says the judge made an error of law, retroactively applying a federal ruling that had not yet been made to Jensen's case. The judge said the inclusion of statements Julie Jensen made prior to her death that pointed the finger at her husband were anything to happen to her should not have been used because they didn't meet criteria for hearsay admission outlined by the U.S. Supreme Court. Those criteria, however, were developed in a decision that came several months after Jensen's February 2008 conviction. The Kenosha Public Libraries have a new director. The library board on Tuesday approved the hiring of Barbara Bratton, the former director of the Wilkinson Public Library in Telluride, Colorado. Bratton succeeds longtime director Doug Baker, who retired in June. It'll be business as usual at the Kenosha HarborMarket on Saturday, in spite of a pipe burst that flooded the basement of the Rhode Center for the Arts over the weekend. The market announced through social media this morning that due to diligent cleanup work by Rhode staff and volunteers, the market will be open at its normal time, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday. The Rhode's basement flooded after a water line ruptured on Saturday. It's not even half over, and already we've had a rough winter. Experts warn that severe weather increases chances for power outages. Kenosha County Emergency Management Director Gil Ben says it's important to have a plan for where you're going to go if the furnace goes out or if you don't have power. He's got plenty of other suggestions too. See them all in our Power Outage Safety story in today's paper and at KenoshaNews.com. Kindness Week, a Kenosha tradition in its 18th year, will kick off this weekend. The annual event brings together local churches, service organizations, schools, and labor organizations in events celebrating peace, kindness, and tolerance. Events for the week will include gospel concerts, food drives, an interfaith service, and motivational speakers. The UAW Local 72 Martin Luther King Jr. Dinner ends the festivities on January 25th. What's trending today? A 71-year-old retired police officer shot and killed a 43-year-old man in Tampa, Florida, in a movie theater on Monday after the two had argued about the younger man texting during the movie. What are your biggest movie theater etiquette pet peeves? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Mike Larson with a sports take.
Michael Roach found the right fit to continue his football career. The Indian Trail star verbally committed to Wofford College after visiting the campus in Spartanburg, South Carolina last weekend. The reigning SEC Defensive Player of the Year chose Wofford's full-ride scholarship over fellow FCS school North Dakota and possible preferred walk-on opportunities at Northern Illinois or Wisconsin. The 6'4", 210-pound Roach led Indian Trail with 16 tackles for loss and will have a chance to make an immediate impact as an outside linebacker in the Terriers' 3-4 defense. Despite choosing the lower level of Division I, Roach will get his chance to compete against the big boys. Wofford opens at Georgia Tech next season with Ole Miss and Clemson on future schedules. I'm Mike Larson, and this has been a Sports Take.
Thanks, Mike. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Summers has hired a consultant to lead the town through the process of possibly becoming a village. Bill Guida will have the story. And Tremper High School students are trying to break a blood drive record. Deneen Smith will be talking with them. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check KenoshaNews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Joe Potente with the Weekday Report.